Hello everyone and welcome back to Alex the Engineer. We're back out on the Chester sub for this video and we'll cover trains that I saw in the winter months on the Chester. The first one that we'll see is this southbound MASAR as it passes us through DD Road. A few weeks later, Wabash and Western Rails was out with us as we attempted to chase Massar to Chester. We would end up not catching Massar, but instead ZG Form Q. Now I know that does sound crazy, but it never got above 50 miles an hour as there was a wind advisory in place, so it made for a very easy chase. Due to it being so slow, it was safe enough to pace it in Valmeyer. Now, I really wouldn't recommend pacing a Z-train as, well, they're Z-trains, they go really fast. But it was pretty slow during these sections of the chase, so we were able to pace it in Valmeyer. Something that we saw from the road was ZG Form Q and what I think is ZMQG4 meeting just a bit south of Valmeyer. I've never seen this before, so this is pretty cool. The last place we'd end up being able to catch up to ZG Form Q at was Macetown. Something interesting about this one bluff road crossing is that it has no bells. I don't really know why, but it is definitely an interesting crossing and I definitely want to return to it. We were able to follow ZG4MQ all the way to Kaskaskia, but we weren't able to see the head end of it. We waited a bit and we saw the southbound UP grainer here near the Kaskaskia Bridge.
Menard, Z-Train's coming up to Ford now.
Alright, copy that. Form B number 74194. That void is not shown in our PTC anymore.
That is correct. BLI 74194, Chester 7, Milepost 60.15, Milepost 61.2, all tracks. That has been voided. Show void time of 12:24. 1224, dispatch KD. Over.
Understand, Form B 74194, Milepost 60.15. 61.2, Chester sub, all tracks, void at 12:24, 1224, dispatcher KD, over.
That's all correct for you.
All correct, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Dispatch over.
The next time I was out on the Chester sub, I was able to catch INPMN. What was special about INPMN, you may ask? Well, it had UP 1979 leading. I wasn't exactly sure that I would actually be able to catch this unit, so it was pretty cool to see it. After IMPMN was long gone, JCSR showed up and we were able to catch ZG4MQ at Harris Road. This was a new place for me, I'm sure, and I really like this shot that you can get here across this field. For a Christmas present, I got a new drone, and this is the first time I was able to film trains with it. I went to the signals at Old Bluff Road in Valmeyer, and JCSR showed up as well. This is my first outing of the year, and we went home with 3 trains. My dad was flying the old drone, and I was flying the new drone, so some shots have 3 points of view. The first train of the year was a regular one of this channel, ZG4MQ. I would have preferred that it had better power, but it is what it is. Can't really change the past. The second train that we would see was another regular to the channel, Massar. Massar is one of my favorite trains on the Chester as it has a mix of almost everything. The third and final train of this video is an uncommon one for me to see, ZMQG4, but with some much better power than ZG4MQ. Thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. Please make sure to share this video with people you know, as it really helps out the channel. As always, I hope to see you out there in the high iron for another Alex the Engineer video.